guys, how are you? I hope you're all doing fine because today we're back with another interesting topic about mathematics. But before we start, let me first introduce myself. My name is Karen Joy M. Punsalan, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering at Bataan Peninsula State University. I had my internship at Smart Communication Incorporated in Hermosa, Bataan from June to July 2019. In the same year, I've attended the Global Korean Scholarship for ASEAN countries science and engineering student in Mokpo Maritime University, South Korea from July to August, awarded with an Award of Excellence for Best Research Presentation. I guess now we're all set. Let's start our discussion.
Now, let's continue our discussion in addition with adding numbers with sums up to 900,000. I know you guys are very familiar with addition, but today we will master adding 6-digit numbers. We can do it using the vertical method. Vertical method is writing the digit from up to down. We can add numbers without regrouping or regrouping. So without regrouping, 2 or more digits will have a sum less than 10, while with regrouping, 2 or more digits will have a sum of 10 or greater than. So remember, when we add and get a number less than 10, we don't have to regroup. But if we get the answer 10 and greater than that, we have to regroup it. Now, let's recall the parts of addition. We have the two numbers being added is called the addend, while the answer in adding these two addend is called sum or total. So this is the basic concept of addition. It's combining two digits. Let's have this example. We have 243,347 plus 457,231. So how do we do it? We are told to write the number vertically. So we have to put it this way. Then we add the corresponding digit starting from right to left. Remember, in whatever highest place value we have, we start addition from the rightmost digit, which is our ones place value. So let's start adding 7 and 1. 7 plus 1 gives us 8. So since 8 is less than 10, we don't have to regroup it. Next, we have 4 plus 3. That gives us 7. Again, less than 10, so we don't have to regroup them. Next, we have 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 gives us 5. And 5 is less than 10. We have 5 here. 3 plus 7 gives us 10. So remember our rule that when the number is 10 or greater than 10, we have to regroup them. So how do we do that? We will place this ones place value or this 0 here in the answer, while 1 must be added to the next place value. We put it as a remainder, and this number will be added to the next set of addends. We add 4 and 5, and don't forget to add 1. So adding them gives us 10. Again, 10 is a number that needs to be regrouped. So to regroup, we place the ones place value here in the answer, and we put the remainder to the next set of addends. We add the next set of addends, and don't forget to add the remainder. We have 2 plus 4 plus 1 that gives us 7. Since 7 is less than 10, we don't have to regroup them. And that gives us the answer, 700,578. Let's try another example. We have 42,541 plus 51,348. So to add them, let's first write them vertically. After writing them vertically, we add the corresponding digit with their place value starting from right to left. So another important thing to consider that the ones place value must be added to the ones place value. The tens place value must be added to the tens place value of the other number and so on, because later on, Don't be confused if you are given with a number that has different highest place value. So now, let's try to add these numbers. First, we have 8 plus 1. That gives us 9, so we don't have to remove them. 4 plus 4, that gives us 8. That doesn't need, again, a regrouping. We have 5 plus 3, that gives us 8. So we don't have, again, we have 5 plus 3, that gives us 8. 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. And finally, 4 plus 5 is equals to 9. As you can see, adding all the number in each place value doesn't need a regrouping. So we write the answer as it is, 83,809. Now, let's try this. You can pause this video and try to answer the following to see how well you understand our topic today. We have 54,246 plus 22,752. So remember, the first step is to write them vertically. Since both number has the same place value, we add the corresponding digit with their place value starting from right to left. We have 6 plus 2, that gives us 8. 4 plus 5, that gives us 9. We have 7 plus 2, that gives us 9. 4 plus 2, that gives us 6. We have 5 plus 2, that gives us 7. So again, this number doesn't need to be regrouped. So our answer is 76,998. For our next question, we have 3,555 and 4,456. Since we have two digits, same highest place value, we just make sure that one is being added to ones, and so on. So let's start adding the corresponding digits starting from right. We have 5 plus 6, that gives us 11. Again, this number needs to be regrouped. So the ones place value is 1. We put it here in the answer. While the tens place value will be placed in the remainder. That will be added again in the next place value. We have 5 plus 5, and don't forget to add 1, our remainder. That gives us 11. So 11 is a number that needs to be regrouped. Again, place the ones here in the answer and the tens place value in the remainder. So now, we will add that remainder to our next set of addends. We have 5 plus 4, and don't forget to add 1. That gives us 10. Again, it needs to be regrouped, so just put the ones place value here and the 1 here in the remainder. That gives us 8. So finally, we have the answer 8,011. Now let's move on to our next question. 56,561 plus 59,497. So to add them, our first step is to place them or to arrange these numbers vertically, which we write it this way. And next, we add the corresponding digit with their place value starting from the right. So this is the right side of our digit, which is our lowest place value or the ones place value. Now we start from 1 plus 7. 1 plus 7 gives us 8. Adding the next digit, we have 6 plus 9. And that gives us 15. Since 15 needs to be regrouped, remember to place the ones here and the tens in the remainder that will be added to the next set of addends in the next place value. 4 plus 5 plus 1, that gives us the answer 10. Again, this number needs to be regrouped. So place 0 here and 1 in the remainder. Adding the next set of digit in the next place value, we have 6 plus 9 plus 1. That gives us 16. So 16 again needs to be regrouped. So we place 6 or the ones place value here and 1 in the highest place value. Looking at this, we have 5 plus 5 plus 1. And that gives us 11. This needs to be regrouped. So how do we do that? We simply bring down 11 here in our next answer. So remember, if we are already in the highest place value and we add the number that needs regrouping, we just bring down these two digits. So we place 11 here. So that gives us the final answer, 116,055. Let's have this last question. We are asked to add 75,656 plus 3,149. So, as I said a while ago, we have an example with a different highest place value. The highest place value of 75,656 is 10,000, while 3,149 is thousands place value. So how do we do that? Just make sure when writing them vertically that you place ones with ones, tens with tens, hundreds and hundreds, and thousands. Make sure to align them for us to get the correct answer. So add the corresponding digit with the place value starting from right to left. It doesn't change. We still start from the right place value or from the lowest place value. We add 6 with 9, that gives us 15. That needs a regrouping. We add 5 plus 4, and don't forget to add 1. That gives us 10, and that needs again a regrouping. We have 1 plus 6 plus 1, that gives us 8. And that doesn't need to be regrouped, so we write that as it is. Next, we have 5 plus 3, that gives us 8. So what we will do in this last digit, since there's no value or there's no other digit in the other addends, we just bring them down. So bring it down 7, that gives us 7. So that ends, or that gives us the final answer, 78,805. And that ends our discussion for today. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Thank you for listening. But before we end this, if you want to know more about Expert Guide Tutorial Services, please follow our Facebook Expert Guide Review Tutorial Services or subscribe to our channel, Expert Guides on YouTube. I hope to see you soon. Remember to keep safe always. Bye-bye!